Today is 9th of May 2025. Yesterday I talked how Samadhi permits the jnana knowledge to arise, wisdom to arise, and I talked what jnana, the knowledge, knows about, and I was talking about the three characteristics of physicalities and mentalities. So today I will continue. Yesterday I talked a bit about the first characteristics. I have already talked about the first characteristics, that is individual characteristic of physicalities and mentalities. I repeat, physicalities have their own individual characteristics. Mentalities have their own individual personal characteristics. With physicalities, there are mainly four elements. First is earth element. Earth element has its individual characteristics of hardness, softness, roughness. These are called individual or personal characteristics because they do not belong to other elements. Water element has not these characteristics. Temperature of element of temperature does not have. Water element does not have these characteristics. And air element has the nature of tension, tightness, stiffness, pressure, movements. Temperature of heat element has the nature of warmness, coolness, and water element has the nature of cohesion and flowing. So mainly four elements, and they have their individual characteristics. With mentality, mental factors are there, 52 mental factors, and mind, altogether 52 mentalities. Mind has nature of being aware, the bare awareness, not the awareness like mindfulness, just aware, bare aware of the object or receiving the object. That is the bare nature of the mind and 52 mental factors. I gave some example yesterday. Greed has the nature of gluing, sticking, attaching. Anger has the nature of ferocity, and so on. So these are the individual characteristics of physicalities and mentalities. We call in Pali Sabhava Lakhana. I repeat, Sabhava Lakhana in Pali. As mindfulness, concentration deepens, yogis come to realize these natures. Whether yogis observe rising, falling, or movements of the leg, or the movements of any other parts of the body. Because four elements are all over the body, from top of the head to the tip of the toes. They exist all over the body. So wherever you concentrate your mind, wherever you focus your mind, as the concentration deepens, you may discover these individual natures of physicalities. And as mindfulness concentration deepens, slowly yogis also realize the natures of mind and the mental factors as well. This is the first characteristics. The second is conditional characteristics. We call in Pali Sankhata Lakhana. Sankhata Lakhana. As yogis keep moving forward and concentration deepens, the three moments of the individual natures become obvious. And they are the arising of physical characteristics, the arising of the individual characteristics, and momentary existence or continuation to dissolving. Simply staying for a while and then dissolving. So three moments we call arising, staying for a while, and disappearing. Appearance, staying for a while, and disappearance. These three moments become obvious. Like yogis realize appearance of the harness. Harness is the individual characteristics. So yogis come to see the appearance of the harness, continuation or the short existence of the harness, and then disappearance of the harness. So three moments of the harness: rising, staying for a while, and disappearing. If softness, then arising of softness, staying for a while, and disappearing. If tension, then tension. If tightness, tightness, hardness, hardness. So what we have just mentioned, what I have just mentioned, the individual characteristics. So you will see the three moments of those individual characteristics, not only physicalities, but mentalities, like arising of the greed, then short existence, short existence of the greed and dissolving of greed, arising of anger, staying for a while and dissolving, disappearing. Conceit arising, staying for a while and dissolving, disappearing. So in this way, three moment of the individual characteristics. You have to remember about the individual characteristics, not the appearance, not the continuation, not the dissolving of any other things. It is the arising, staying for a while, and the dissolving of the individual characteristics. So when yogis keep observing repeatedly, when the yogis keep knowing repeatedly tension, tightness, hardness, softness, coolness, warmness, heaviness, lightness, or anger, greed, thinking, thoughts, whatever, slowly these three moments become obvious automatically. You don't need to find out. Yogis do not need to find out. You have to just keep observing those individual characteristics. Second, conditional characteristics become obvious by itself. This is the second one. And the third one is common characteristic. We call in Pali Samanya Lakhana. Samanya Lakhana, common characteristics or universal characteristics. Common means common to all physicalities and mentalities. Whatever physicalities and whatever physicality and mentality exists in this universe, so this common characteristic is related to all those physicality and mentality, hence known as universal characteristics. And that is, now as yogis continue to observe those individual characteristics, yogis will not see the middle part, that is short existence of the individual characteristics. In conditional characteristic, three moments are obvious: appearance, short existence, and disappearance. Now in common characteristic, the second one, the middle one, will not see. You will not see the middle one. You will just see the appearance and the disappearance. Appearance and disappearance of hardness. Appearance and disappearance of softness. Appearance and disappearance of warmness, coolness, tension, tightness, anger, greed, appearing and disappearing, appearing and disappearing. So in this way, you would just see the coming and going. Even you will not see the very short existence of those individual characteristics. And yogis continues practice, and repeatedly yogis see this coming and going, appearance and disappearance. And the appearance and the disappearance become faster and faster. It becomes super fast as well. At the beginning, when mind is not sharp, maybe appearance and the disappearance of one sensation. Then as mind becomes sharp, then appearance and the disappearance of two sensation, three sensation, four sensation, 5, 6, 7, then uncountable number of the individual characteristics appearing and disappearing. So in that way, mind becomes sharper and sharper. Mind becomes keen and keen. So in this way, when yogis discover the rapid appearance and the disappearance, automatically the yogis realize the impermanence. Appearance and the disappearance is impermanence. And when impermanence, the knowledge of impermanence develops, automatically then knowledge of suffering, then the knowledge of selflessness. So impermanence is anicca in Pali, suffering means dukkha, and selflessness is anatta. So these three, impermanence, suffering, and selflessness, are the three natures which is related to all the physicalities and the mentalities, called as common characteristic or universal characteristic, common to all physicalities, mentalities, or related to all physicalities, mentalities. That's why called as common characteristic. So yogis have to understand, to see the common characteristic, to discover the common characteristics, first you must see the second one, conditional characteristics. To see the conditional characteristics, second one, you must see the first one, individual characteristics. And to see the individual characteristics, what you need to do is you have to just observe the presently arising object at present moment. That is the only thing you need to do. You don't need to look for, you don't need to search, you don't need to seek these individual characteristics. With accurate aiming and ardent energy, you have to observe the presently arising object continuously, repeatedly, over and over. And as you observe repeatedly again and again, mindfulness develops, concentration develops, then automatically you come to see the first one, individual characteristics, then second one, then after third one. In third characteristics, I repeat, first you may see the individual characteristics in few in numbers, but later you would see many in numbers in rising and falling. At the interview also, I have told few yogis in rising, first you may see one sensation in single rising, one sensation in single falling. As your concentration deepens, you would see more than one in single rising, more than two, more than three, more than four. Many sensations you will discover, and falling also, and walking also in single step. At the beginning, you may discover one sensation. Later, 2, 3, 4, 5, many sensations you will discover. And as you keep observing those sensations, those individual natures, characteristics, three moments, three phases of those individual characteristics become predominant. Automatically, appearance of the sensation, short continuation or short existence, then dissolving. Then again, as you continue, then the second part, you would not see anymore. You would see just appearance and the disappearance. And again, at the beginning of this phase, you may see the appearance and the disappearance of one sensation, then later two sensation. Or at the beginning, the speed may be slow, but as the concentration deepens, the wisdom also becomes sharp, then the speed also become fast and fast. So fastly arising and passing away. In numbers also, one sensation to two sensation, two to three. I'm talking within a moment, okay? Within a moment, you will see many sensations appearing and disappearing. At the beginning, one sensation at a moment. Then later, when concentration and wisdom become sharp, more sharp, then more sensation within a moment. And that is the seeing, that is the discerning of the impermanence. And when impermanence is discerned, the suffering and selflessness will be discerned. These three natures are the common natures, common characteristics. When you see the rapid appearance and the disappearance, in another way, or if we talk by the knowledge of, if we talk by the Vipassana knowledge, insight knowledge, it is the knowledge into appearance and the disappearance. We call Udaya Baya Jnana, knowledge into appearance and disappearance. And when this appearance, knowledge into wisdom, into insight, into appearance and disappearance arise, yogis may experience many pleasurable things. The first one is Obhasa in Pali, illumination. Illumination, bright lights, from dim to very bright. A small spark to very like a huge. The bright lights may become obvious. So illumination may be experienced, can be experienced when you develop the knowledge into appearance and the disappearance. Second is piti rapture. There are 5 kinds of rapture, piti. The first one is Khuddaka piti. Khuddaka means minor piti, which is less in intensity. So minor one. And when this minor rapture arises, it may manifest as chills and thrills in body, or as goosebumps. As goosebumps. And the second is momentary piti. Momentary, which lasts for a moment but on and off. Like lightning, on and off, it comes and goes, but stronger than the first one. This is the second rapture. The third one is overwhelming rapture. Overwhelming rapture. So to understand about the overwhelming rapture, the simile is given. Suppose a person is sitting nearby the sea, and when he or she suddenly see the huge wave coming towards him and her, like going to engulf him and her, the feelings at that moment, that kind of feeling arise. So that is overwhelming or floating type rapture. it may manifest like you may feel your body is slightly shifting. So although it is not shifting, but you may feel as shifting, but at times, and indeed it shifts. So this is the manifestation of overwhelming rapture. The fourth one is uplifting rapture. When uplifting rapture arises, you feel very light. You might even feel your body is few inches up from the ground. You are not sitting on the ground, not sitting on the cushion, not only in sitting, but in walking as well. You are not walking on the ground, like feels like flying. When this fourth rapture arises, so uplifting, that's why its name is uplifting rapture. And the fifth one is the pervading rapture. This is the strongest one. You may feel all over the body, in every pose of your body, every pore of your body, and it is quite strong. So this is the fifth one. So in this way, there are 5 kinds of piti rapture, and in this stage, when you develop knowledge into appearance and disappearance, rapture become quite obvious. You may feel again and again, over and over, raptures keep arising, raptures keep generating. So second is rapture, and the third is passaddhi. Generally we translate as tranquility or serenity of the mind. Mind become cool, calm. But to understand about the tranquility, commentators explain about this passaddhi, tranquility of the mind. So six things mentioned to explain this tranquility, how you feel when this tranquility develops. The first one is the lack of feeling heat, or the lack of feeling burning sensation in body and mind, means feeling cool. You will mentally and physically, you will feel very much cool. You will not feel burning sensation, burning feelings. Bodily, mentally, you will not feel the heat or the burning. So, means at this moment, there will not be worries, there will not be stress, anxiety. So your mind remains free from those things which bonds up your mind. So free from mental burning. And as I have mentioned, in our body, there are many physicalities rise due to the mentality. So when mind is cool, mind is free from burning, then body also free from burning, so coolness. Mentally cool and bodily cool. So when tranquility is there. And the second to explain tranquility is you will not feel the roughness or the hardness of the mind. Means mind become soft, gentle, smooth. Mind become comparatively very much smooth, gentle. So this is the second. And the third one is lack of mental and bodily heavy feeling. So means lightness. Bodily also, mentally also, you feel very light. Now heaviness will not be there. Heavy feeling will not be there. Mentally also free from heaviness. Physically also free from heaviness. That's why we just mentioned about the rapture also. When you feel light and rapture is also there, then you feel your body is few feet or few inch off from the ground, not only sitting while walking, because of serenity as well. This is the third one. The fourth one is mind become malleable. Malleable means workable or the flexible, always ready to absorb the presently arising object, no matter what object, is always ready to absorb, is always ready to catch the object, physical or mental, no matter how quickly, how fastly, as I just mentioned, the appearance and disappearance is quite fast, but still mind is ready to catch. Mind is ready to absorb. Mind is capable to absorb those objects. So mind become malleable, flexible. Then the fifth one is mind becomes healthy, healthiness. Healthiness means there is no fatigue feeling, no exertion. So free from exertion, free from fatigue feeling. Like yogis often mention sometimes they feel tired while applying energy. So now you will not feel, you will not have that kind of feeling. No more fatigue feeling, no more tiredness. Mind is healthy at that time. This is the fifth one to describe serenity, and the last one is mind becomes straightforward. Mind becomes straightforward. So mind become effortless also. So this is to explain the nature of the serenity, or this is the features to explain the serenity or the tranquility of the mind. So means at this stage you will feel all of these. You will feel cool, mental cool and bodily coolness. You will feel the softness, smoothness, gentleness. You would feel lightness. Mind become malleable, flexible. Mind become lack of fatigue and exhaustion. And mind become the straightforward. When passaddhi develops. This is the third one. The fourth one is sukha. Sukha, mental comfort or the mental happiness. Better than the happiness that we have talked before. Like I have talked, when your mindfulness become stronger, that keeps free your mind from impurities, defilements. At that time also seclusion is there. When concentration develops, it dispels the impurities momentarily. At that time also, the mind is free from defilements and mental comfort is there, happiness is there. But now, wisdom has been developed and the mind is very sharp. So this happiness, this mental comfort is even more stronger, even the better one, even the greater one. So mental comfort and mental happiness, simply mental happiness, mental bliss also become quite obvious at this stage. So combining these three, rapture, tranquility of the mind and the happiness of the mind, combining these three at one discourse, Buddha has mentioned as these three things as extraordinary happiness or transcendental happiness. Yet to be the ultimate happiness when we completely become free from kilesas, when you uproot the kilesas, of course, that is ultimate happiness. But even this one is beyond the reach of the ordinary people, Buddha has mentioned. This happiness exceeds the sensuous happiness many times. This is also extraordinary happiness. When rapture is there, tranquility is there, and mental bliss is there. So this is the fourth one. And at this moment, your energy becomes really strong, strong though effortless. Strong also, effortless energy also. Energy also become really strong. Your mindfulness also become very sharp. It can cover, it can observe the entire object arising at the present moment. Whatever object arises and how fastly objects keep arising and passing away, it can discern because of the sharp mindfulness. So you will feel yourself, you will be amazed of your mindfulness. You will be amazed of your energy. And you will be amazed of your wisdom also. Wisdom also become very keen. Knowledge also become very keen. And because of these realization, your faith and confidence also become strong. Your belief on the confidence on the practice become really strong. And the ninth one is equanimity. Equanimity, the mind remains in balance. Whatever object arises, pleasing or unpleasant, mind does not react, hardly reacts, let's say. Mind remains in equilibrium, so equanimity develops at this moment. And the last one is, this is not the good one. Last one is not the good one. Because of these all good qualities, all good features, the minor attachment also arise. At times yogis are even not aware of that attachment. We call in Pali nikkanti. Yogis may attach on the illumination, bright light, because never seen such a bright light. Yogis may attach to the rapture, never felt such kind of rapture. Yogis may attach to the tranquility, to mental bliss, even the effortless energy, even to the mindfulness and to the equanimity and knowledge. The minor attachment may attach to all the first 9 features. So that's why these 9 and the last one, altogether 10, can be the pollution of the mind. First 9, they are not pollution by themselves, but they may cause the minor attachment, so mental hinders, or may cause for mental hindrance or the pollution. So these 10 things may arise when you develop the knowledge into appearance and disappearance. But if you know the very basic thing of the practice, like this is not your goal, you are still yet to attain the goal. Your goal is to be free from all kinds of suffering and to attain the Nibbana. Nibbana is yet to attain. And whatever object arise, you must note. If you have this, this knowledge, this awareness, then you will note. You will note when illumination is there, you will note as seeing, and you have to note as seeing. You should not attach. If rapture is there, you have to note as rapture. If tranquility, you have to note as tranquility, and so on. They are also the object to be observed. Rapture is also the object to be observed. Mental bliss is also to be observed. They are also the object to be observed. Then you can move forward. So have to note. Right now also we are doing the same thing. Whatever object arise, pleasing, unpleasing, we note. We note pleasing or unpleasing, we note. At times we feel joy, we feel like a peace, calm. It is not time to delight. It is not time to delight, we have to note. If feeling joy, then have to note as feeling joy. If feeling peace, have to note as feeling peace, and so on. So all the objects have to be noted, to be observed. If you observe the object, whatever arises, so whatever arises, then objects are like the land or the field of wisdom. We call in Pali Panya Bhumi. I repeat, Panya Bhumi. Panya means knowledge, wisdom. Bhumi means land or the field. We grow plants, crops on the land. So all the objects are the land or the field to grow the wisdom. If you note them, if you observe them with ardent energy and accurate aiming. In contrast, if you don't note, all the objects are land of defilements, field of defilements. We call in Pali Kilesa Bhumi. Kilesa means defilements, bhumi means land or field. If you don't know all the objects could be the land or the field of kilesa, kilesa may grow from those objects. But if you note those objects could be the land or the field of wisdom knowledge. So that's why we have to note all the objects. So again, when you discern the knowledge, when you discern the knowledge into appearance and the disappearance, again if you continue, now you will not see the appearance. You will not see appearance anymore. You would see just the disappearance of all the physicalities, all the mentalities. Just dissolving, 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 disappearing, disappearing, disappearing. Whatever object you observe, wherever you focus in your body, you would see the dissolving and the disappearing. And in a super fast manner, not only one object, many objects. You can't even count sometimes how many objects are appearing and disappearing. But still you know some of them, oh, tension appearing, tension dissolving, hardness dissolving, warmness, coolness. You know, like a mind also thinking, anger in this way dissolving, a knowing mind dissolving, noting mind dissolving, observing mind dissolving. They are different mind, okay? Knowing is different, observing mind is different one, noting mind is different one, labeling mind is different one. They are different. You would see dissolving of those minds as well. Knowing is self-dissolving, noting also dissolving, observing dissolving. So dissolving of those mind and the mentalities as well in super fast manner. And at this stage, you will not be able to label because dissolving in super fast manner. Dissolving everything in super fast manner, so you can't label. You just need to, you will need to just observe very silently. Very silently you will need to observe. Because if even the minor distraction may blur, may make cloudy or the misty on observation, so have to observe quietly, silently, very carefully. So even labeling may disturb at this moment. So and it is not even possible to label. Sorry, label. That's why labeling drops. So at this stage, you don't need to label. And before that, you have to keep labeling. That means some yogis always like a different yogis. Sometimes they think labeling is not important, and you can drop by yourself. No, you don't. You can't drop. It is very important to keep labeling before that stage. Before that stage, you have to keep labeling each and every arising object. Rising as rising, falling as falling. Mental note plays very important, crucial role, important role during the practice. So have to keep labeling. Whether it is, if it's walking, then right as right, left as left, lifting as lifting, dropping as dropping, and so on. So have to label. So in this way, At that stage, the labeling drops. So in this way, now stage by stage, if you continue the insight knowledge one after another, keep developing knowledge into appearance and disappearance, the knowledge into the dissolve, then another. Then insight knowledge become the mature. And from the moment you develop the insight knowledge, that knowledge keeps eliminating the latent kilesa. I have already talked 3 types of kilesas. Transgressive kilesas can be put aside by morality, sila. To suppress the obsessive kilesa, samadhi is needed. To dispel the latent, dormant, embedded kilesas, you need vipassana knowledge, insight knowledge. And as the insight knowledge starts to arise from that moment, mind consciously, that knowledge consciously, unconsciously, latent kilesas like dispels, eliminates. And when the insight knowledge become mature, then path and fruition knowledge develops. And when path and fruition knowledge develops, the relevant path and fruition knowledge uproot the relevant defilements. Now uprooting. The vipassana knowledge can't uproot, only path and fruition knowledge uproot the kilesas. Like the first path and fruition knowledge. The path and fruition knowledge of Sotapanna, stream winner, uproots the doubt and wrong view. It uproots the doubt and wrong view. And as you become the Sotapanna stream winner, now maximum 7 lives. You will reborn maximum 7 lives, and you will never reborn to lower existences. Yeah, never reborn in lower existences. Now your life has full guarantee that you will never reborn in lower existence. You have maximum 7 lives. Within 7 lives, you will be fully noble one. You will be arhat, and you will eliminate all the defilements. And as you become the stream winner, Sotapanna, now you will never break the 5 precepts. Killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, and taking intoxicants. You will never break these 5 precepts. Not only not breaking the 5 precepts, all the other unwholesomenesses that may cause to reborn in lower existence will not do. That is why he or she will not reborn in lower existences, because he or she will not do such kind of misconducts or the unwholesome deeds that may cause to reborn in lower existences, bodily, verbally, mentally, no. So, stream winner, that is the Sotapanna. Then after Sakadagami, once returner, then the anagami, non-returner, then finally the fully enlightened noble one. So in this way we progress, we advance to the highest level of this vipassana meditation. And this is the only way to get there. This is the only way to get there. So that's why you have to feel lucky that you are practicing this meditation. And of course, almost all of the yogis are practicing diligently. That is something really good to see. So that's why keep practicing diligently. So this is the way to go. I have just shown the way to go, how. This is the path to go. To be fully enlightened one, to be fully noble one, or at least to be the stream winner, first you have to develop the vipassana knowledges, insight knowledges. To develop the insight knowledge, you have to see, you have to develop the knowledge into appearance and disappearance. And to see the knowledge into appearance and disappearance, you have to develop you have to see the common characteristics. And to see the common characteristics, you have to first discover the conditional characteristics. And to see conditional characteristics, you have to see individual characteristics. And to see individual characteristics, you have to observe the presently arising object with ardent effort and accurate aiming. Then, step by step, you will advance, you will progress. So, may all yogis be able to observe the presently arising object with ardent energy and accurate aiming. And by observing presently arising object, may you be able to see the individual characteristics, then may you be able to see conditional, then common characteristics. By seeing the common characteristics, may you be able to develop insight knowledges, may you be able to develop the mature insight knowledge, and finally, may you be able to develop the path and fruition knowledge.